Saturday morning commentary. Number 3. I feel like I had a good game this game. The biggest thing I want to talk about, that's why I kind of wanted to make this video, is a perk called Remote Connection. Lit a candle. It's a void energy perk, and it goes on the cloak or your class item. I'm guessing if you're a Titan or Warlock, it's the same energy, I would think. Yeah, so it probably is. It's 3 energy, it's void, and it just says kills with a sniper give you super energy. And I run almost no intellect. I think I probably have like 10 intellect in this video, maybe 20, maybe 30. Maybe I haven't paid attention, but I'm not stacking. I don't have any intellect mods, and any armor I get, I try to make sure it's mobility. So I don't have much intellect. I don't spec for it. And I got my super 3.5 times. I say a half because I was on the way to 4. Now the game did go to time, but it's Clash, so that's expected, I guess. Maybe Control, I probably wouldn't get that many, but neither is anybody else. I'm saying I've never gotten 3 supers in a game, like, ever. Even when games go to time, even when they're long games. And it's just because I snipe a lot, and each kill I get with the sniper, it just clicks it up just like... I haven't done the math, but I would think it probably is equivalent to 1 sniper kill is probably 15 seconds. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but in a game that only lasts 10 minutes, 15 seconds, and I get probably 15 kills. That's a lot. That's a lot of time. You really, I felt it. This is the first time I've run it. 1 game, I was like, I already have my super, and then I was like, I have it again. Like usually it's towards the end of the game when I have it again. I usually get it twice, and then I got it a 3rd time, and then I almost got a 4th. If I had been, and I had a good game, but if I had been really going off like a 40+ kill game, maybe on Control, and picking up, I wasn't even picking up orbs. I don't really remember. I wasn't like scavenging. But if you really wanted to, you could probably pull out 4 supers. And my super sucks, but still, if you're running anything else, if you're running a good, or if you have an intellect and you're a sniper, you're looking at some serious super uptime. I'm actually tempted to run this with the blades. What's that one called? I don't know. The one in the middle tree. Hunter. What's it called? Blade Dancer? Is that what it is? Anyway, I just wanted to talk a few things because I feel like I had some good plays here where I was cognizant of what people are doing. I'm running sniper hand cannon, so I have to play defensive in every aspect unless I'm pushing a guy weak and I'm jumping with Not Forgotten because that is inner accuracy. That's the only time I'm really ever aggressive. Or if I'm sliding in lane sniping, I do that a lot. But I'm not like pushing like a shotgunner would or like a sidearm or like I used to with Recluse. Can't do that anymore, which is fair. That was too much. Recluse was too much. This bow, I'm loving the heavy bow too. It's so good in PvP. It's so good. You get 2 shots, and it's if you're decent, it's 2 guaranteed kills. I mean, you can hold the thing for forever. If you just want to sit in the lane, just hold it and wait for somebody and just body them. And it does AoE damage. I hit one guy in an earlier game, and it did 50 damage to someone next to him. I don't know if that was a Palat type thing where the arrow grazed him, or if it explodes. I don't know. I haven't even read the exotic. I just know it's a big bow at 1-shots. But it did 50 extra damage to somebody else, which I thought was cool. I knew I was dead as soon as I saw the electricity going off, that Warlock grenade. You almost can't be near your teammates at all if someone's running that. This guy should have had me. He wanted to get the throwing knife kill. Couldn't get it off in time. I hate when people push this left. I mean, he had a super, so I had him, and he was weak. But if I'm in that lane and someone pushes that left, I'm always run away. But if they go to that pillar, either on top or try to go around it, I'll challenge that. But I usually stay out of this spot I'm in right now. I don't know. I feel like your location's too obvious, and everyone else can come from like 3 different ways, and even then, those stairs to my right. I don't like it. So I usually just go to waterfall if I'm sniping, but I think I just got stuck here for a while and wanted to try it out again. I did okay. That was a good shot. It's just like there's, see, I'm constantly like going left, right, like, and the way the radar works in this game used to be in Destiny 1, you could zoom in, and then the second, like not the second, like instantly, as soon as you zoomed out, you saw your radar. Now it's like, there's the radar. I'll even time it here. I'll zoom in, zoom out, radar. That's a long time if you're trying to get information. It used to be you could just zoom in, zoom out, and you would find the radar. Now it's like you got to zoom in, and then if you want to get a little radar information, you got to wait. That's a huge nerf to sniping. Like everything else, it affects, sure, but for snipers in general who are usually tunnel visioning on a scope, and when they zoom out, they are 100% relying on their radar because we don't have the field of view when we're scoped in. So, man, that is a huge nerf. And radar tuner helps, but man, would you rather run radar tuner or targeting adjuster? And even then, you're forced to make the decision. Whereas in Destiny 1, there was no choice. You just had it. But then again, you didn't have targeting adjuster, so it's more options. So I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's different. It's much different. It's probably a needed nerf because snipers, like, I struggle saying this, but as a sniper, if you're hard scoping a lane, you need to have some like taken tack against that. Like if you can't just hard scope a lane and just know where everyone is. Like there's a con. There needs to be a con to that. So I do agree with the balance of it. I just missed the old way. Not doing now. This guy with the malfeasance was actually pretty good. He was like always in a spot where it was just his head. Like he was not head glitching, but he just knew his lanes. He knew where to go. I think just look at my super. It's like 70% right now. Get pushed, but it was 70%. I'm dead, so there's no timer. I got a headshot on that Titan, and now it's what? It's 80%. That's 10%. Maybe I can't see because it's so small on my screen now, but it's. I found it noticeable, and I think I even I had my mic muted all game, and then I was like, this is noticeable. This remote connection, and it's only 3 energy. And the cloak, I'm running mobility, and I was running 2 distribution mods to get like extra roll, but it's like 8 seconds as opposed to 9 with full mobility, so I'm sacrificing 1 second on my dodge for some serious super time. And as much as tether sucks, it can get me out of binds, just like right there. Like I was probably gonna lose Aya's sidearm out, or I don't know, I can't hear, but I was probably gonna die. I was low health, and there's 2 of them, and I was pushing, but it got me out of a bad spot. So it can help sometimes, and I'm better with the tether if I'm just using it to kill a player. If I'm trying to shut down a super or get a group of them with the tether, like in PvE, it never works. It hardly ever works. But if I just isolate one guy and I slide and then shoot the tether at him, it's almost a guaranteed kill for me. So if I need to make the mental adjustment just to treat tether as like a one shot, like, hey, this is like a 1 easy kill for me, and maybe pick up some extra. I've also started using, whenever there's a super, especially in comp, I've been doing this. Like, if I had my super here, I was probably thought I would away, but if I'm being chased, or if there's a comp, or if I'm in a super, I'm just popping it either in a doorway or at my feet and running through that doorway. That way I'm like, hey, you're going to have to move all the way around the map to get to me, or you're going to get tethered. Now what's happening is they're just shooting it, and then they're going through, or a hammer titan or anyone will just hammer the tether and then push me, but I bought myself time to get away. So that's okay. But if I'm running from a super, I can usually get away with stealth anyway. So I'm not really relying on my super to like escape. I need it to get me some kills. So that's what I'm using it for. Apparently, what else happens this game?
You've got 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, I choked my shot. See, this is the frustrating part about
I would have been fine.
how I play. If I had hit that first shot, I probably would have been okay for the second guy, because then at least I would have bodied him, swapped, killed, cleaned him up, if maybe get lucky with another headshot. But let's give it a shot. Those first shots, they're so crucial. You have to hit them.
Dude, I'm like 3.5 supers, basically.
Notice how I'm sliding.
So I guess it's not really
Always sliding. Dude, how many golden guns? I think that's it. Still, this is a good game.